I normally don't do this, but look at my earring today. It's a mustache on my ear. Say what? Hi guys, I'm Jenny, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that you're probably all very familiar with, and that is book overhyping. And I have a small dilemma with book overhyping, and that is that on one hand, I really dislike it. Like, I think most of you guys. On the other hand, I kind of also see it as necessary. And I thought it would be really awesome if we could discuss this down in the comments below, because maybe you have the same problem and maybe we can find some kind of miracle solution, or just discuss it, because I like talking to people on the internet. So what actually brought this video on was that I'm currently reading The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, which is the first book in the Mara Dyer series by Michelle Hawkins, I think. And I went into this book not knowing a lot about the plot. I knew there was a girl named Mara Dyer, obviously, and that she had hallucinations, and that was basically it. But then there was this voice in the back of my head which told me, oh my god, you're gonna love this book, it's gonna be so sinister, and you won't know what is real and what is fake, and everybody's been saying that, and that's apparently my voice for everybody. But yeah, so because all of the videos that I've watched regarding this book, that's what people have been telling me. And obviously, while I'm reading this book so far, I'm like almost done now, it didn't meet my expectations. So, classical case of overhype. And don't go crazy on me. I know everybody's been telling me the second book is so much better or whatever. I will read it. I will make up my mind about it. But that's the problem, you know. You go into a book, and at least for me, the same thing happened to me with Shatter Me. I've heard so much about Shatter Me beforehand that I went into it reading and analyzing and criticizing everything, even though if I wouldn't have known anything about these books, if I would have gone in with a clean slate, I probably would have enjoyed them a lot more than I actually did. So it was kind of a killjoy to get all this information beforehand. That's the problem, firstly. But on the second hand, and that's my dilemma, is that if those books wouldn't have been overhyped, would I have been able to find them? Would I have even read them? You know, and I understand we're here on BookTube. We talk about books because we're passionate about it, because we love it. And when you're passionate about something, you want it to come across. You want people to read what you're reading, what you're loving. I mean, by all means, I do the same thing with like Codex Alera and Mistborn. By the way, if you guys haven't read those two yet, go read them. See what I did there? And it's just, you know, I am totally thrilled whenever somebody says like, oh, they're reading a Final Empire. I like everything on my Twitter feed, everything on my Goodreads feed, and I'm just like stalking, commenting, and it's weird and creepy, and moving on. Yeah, so one hand, I don't want to have preconceived notions going into a certain book. On the other hand, if I don't overhype, or if things don't get overhyped, how can you make other people notice it? Because there's so much content every single day on BookTube, which I love, obviously. But if you don't repeat everything, I feel like in all my videos, every time I feel like a broken record, but I feel like I have to do it because it would get buried otherwise. You know, if you don't repeat it over and over again, people won't notice it. People won't be able to distinguish between you really, really loving it and you just liking something. Because if I say something like in a wrap-up video, being like, oh, I really like this book, you know, people wouldn't really take notice of it. But if I say like in every video of mine, or in every second video of mine, they're like, oh, Jenny really loves that book, maybe I should go check it out, or something like, I don't know, like, yeah. And so that's my little dilemma here. Please leave me your comments down below on how you think, what is the right balance between overhyping, like making people notice or making people aware of books that you like, and not overhyping something, and not giving people expectations. For example, Allegiant. I understand why people don't want to read Allegiant, or I don't know, because people have just been talking about it since day one and being like, oh my god, I cried so much and whatever, and it's kind of, you know, the kind of a reverse there's a name for that symptom, but you know, you don't want to do what you want to be the hipster. You don't want to be mainstream. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if you feel like seeing my sadness of fangirling, I have a Twitter, I have a Goodreads, I have a Tumblr. I spend a sad amount of time on it, but you can check it out or don't. And I think that's my video. Thanks for watching. Let's discuss now. See you down in the comments. Bye!